When Diablo 4 came bursting onto the video game scene, it was setting records and making so many waves. Pretty much everyone was playing this game and all the streamers were playing it as well. Everyone was loving it. But that honeymoon phase has sadly ended, and at the time of recording this, there's only 700 viewers watching it on Twitch. And I think we've all seen that clip of Asmongold reacting to how many viewers Diablo 4 had, and I gotta be honest, it's a little sad to see. Now, I know that I'm not any better because it's been a long time since my last update, but Path of Exile kind of consumed my life. So I do apologize for the upload times, but I'm going to try and get a little bit better in the future here. Now, just because Diablo is going through a bit of a rough patch right now, I don't think it's actually going to die like a lot of other people are saying. I think there's still a ton of hope for Diablo in the near future. And I know some people are going to be a little bit skeptical of this, but just hear me out for this next little bit, and maybe you'll agree with me by the end. Now, starting off, we have to talk about the end game for Diablo, because currently in Diablo 4, it has a very Diablo-esque end game. My favorite game of all time is Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, and Diablo 4 endgame is exactly like that one, so me personally, I like it already. But a lot of people that are new to the action RPG games, or a lot of people that are coming from other games like Path of Exile, are wanting more of an in-depth endgame. Right now, the game is very linear. You do the campaign, you run some dungeons, you get better gear, you run some more dungeons, you get some better gear, and it's just that over and over and over. And maybe along the line, you get the best in slot gear for everything and you hit level 100. What do you do then? Well, you start a new character and you get the best gear for them as well. That is Diablo, but if you start to take a look at a game like Path of Exile that has an extremely in-depth endgame, it's going to be very hard to compare Diablo to that because Path of Exile is so in-depth. You want to make a build on Diablo? You probably can. You can fumble around a little bit and make something that is able to clear some nightmare dungeons. But on Path of Exile, if you want to make a build, you basically need a PhD in order to do so. And when it comes to farming endgame content, PoE is unbeatable. There is so much that you can potentially do there and so much to choose from. You can do everything you want to do. You can do Blight, you can do Harvest, you can do Ritual, you can do Toda. Or if you don't want to do any of those things, you can just go to be a boss killer instead. So when you start to compare those two, yes, Path of Exile is going to beat Diablo. But a lot of people seem to forget that PoE has been out for many years. Path of Exile came out almost 10 years ago. It came out in October 23rd of 2013. So Grinding Gear Games has had 10 years to build upon this game, and they add a new league in every 3 months. Diablo 4 has not had anywhere near the same amount of time. It's only been out for a couple months, yet they've already released a new season, which in my opinion was a pretty cool season. The Malignant Hearts are a cool addition to the game. Did it warrant an entire league for that? Could it have been just a side project? Yes. But again, it's going to take time to build onto the game. With the new season that's coming out in October and them already releasing all the Uber bosses that are going to be farmable, they're going to be adding a lot more content to the game. And if they continue to do so over the next few years, Diablo is going to continue to build and build and build, and it's going to be getting better and better and better. And if they keep adding more farmable endgame content, a lot of people I think are going to be returning to the game. They have to slog through this rough patch. It is going to be hard for Diablo 4 content creators and players and also the game devs. But once they're able to get through this period of time, if done correctly, a lot of people will start to return to the game and see all the amazing things that they have added. If they are able to do it properly, I don't see any reason as to why Diablo won't succeed in the near future. Everybody already has formed their opinion on Diablo, and this doesn't even include the endgame farming. Either you like Diablo or you don't. And for the people that do like it, if they're just waiting for a little bit more stuff to happen in the endgame, then this will be a golden opportunity. Once they see that Blizzard has added a bunch of new stuff to do for the endgame, they might make a return. And yes, I do understand that this all relies on Blizzard, a company notorious for ruining games, to not ruin this one. But I think because Diablo has had such a solid foundation with Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, Diablo 3, and now Diablo 4, they know exactly what direction to go in, and they just need to follow down that path. They made Diablo Immortal, it was an absolute failure, so they know what path to not go down, and all they need to do is just follow along the right path. It is very simple, but yes, Blizzard is known for ruining games, so I'm holding my breath a little bit. And like I said, Diablo 2 is my favorite game of all time, so I really hope that Diablo 4 does succeed because I really like this game as well. I would love to be able to jump back and forth between Path of Exile and Diablo and play the new seasons as they come out. And the way that things are shaping up, it seems like Path of Exile is going to have their league out for like a month and a half, then Diablo's going to have their league out, then Path of Exile league will come out, then a Diablo league will come out, and you'll be able to just bounce back and forth between the two. Play one until it gets boring, and then the new one comes out, and you play that until it gets boring, and then the new one comes out. And that is honestly probably the best model for Diablo to follow, because there is no way that they can compete head to head with Path of Exile. If they try to do that, they are going to fail. But thankfully, it doesn't look like they're actually trying to compete with Path of Exile. They're just going to try and coexist and do things in between their seasons. And obviously, I am a little bit biased for hoping that Diablo does succeed, because I do want this channel to succeed. So hopefully as we get more information, everybody's hopes will continue to rise. And as we do see that info coming out, I will also be making new videos to cover those as well. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.